I think there's going to be a major announcement coming from Jerry Jones
in
the near future, and I would not be shocked if there are talks to sell the team. Because as much as he loves owning the Dallas Cowboys, he is making decisions that are financially motivated in the exact opposite manner that he always has. He's a gambler. He's a guy that's been bankrupt whatever amount of times in building his fortune and taking chances on different businesses and different opportunities. And even in his long stewardship now of the Dallas Cowboys, the one thing you could never say about Jerry Jones is that he wouldn't make a decision based on money. Now that's all he does is make decisions based on an unwillingness to write a check. Do not be shocked if you start hearing rumors about Jerry Jones looking to get out. I think that's going to make Cowboy fans very happy. I really do. I think Cowboy fans are done with Jerry Jones. I think they're at their wits' end. It would not shock me if Jerry Jones is working towards a deal to sell the Dallas Cowboys.
Now, even a trash can gets a steak, right? And Craig Carton, he's a guy that's been hit up with some charges on the federal sides of things, and he got some inside plugs to a lot of things. And that's why he is still able to spit his mind on national TV, because he's privileged to a degree, because he knows somebody that can keep him a job on national TV. And one can argue that he shouldn't be here on national TV. And one can say, too, even a broken clock right twice a day, right? That's the saying, and it's just what it is. I know a lot of people would love to agree with him. We can only hope that Jerry Jones, the owner, would sell the team. But here's the other side of the coin. To me, just to me, Jerry Jones is not a bad owner. He is by far a bad general manager. He meddles. He gets involved in too many things. There are cons, then there are pros with Jerry. All we're asking for Jerry to do is continue to be the owner. Just sit back and step back. But not just him. Also, we need for Stephen Jones to sit back and step back, right? But those two boys right there, Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones, the Jones family, they're going to continue to do their thing. And I think that there is a tug of war between the two. Yes, indeed, there's a tug of war. And that's why when you see through the week, there's pretty much 4 to 5 interviews a piece with those boys. And it's always these guys are not on the same page. One will say one thing, the other will say another. And that's just how the Jones family have been operating. Jerry Jones would say this is what their plans would be. And then Stephen Jones would say, hey, this is where we're going to go. I think that Stephen Jones literally is by far the man in most of the control, right? And Jerry Jones at time will take control. But the problem is when you have mixed messages and you have mixed philosophies within the confines of the organization, you see the absolute no way to go. One way you're heading north, the next day you're heading south. One way you're heading south, the next time you're heading west. So that's what's been going on with the Cowboys. The great thing about this, as far as the Jones family, that they haven't seen a loss since 1995 and 96 financially, regardless of how people will say that their cash flow may be low. But when you look at the total picture, he got a $3.5 billion play plan over there in Arlington. He got a $2.8 billion workout facility in Frisco. They bought them a yacht. They bought them a helicopter, a helipad. They are not suffering with money, even though we can argue and say, well, the assets, law, that's how they buying all of these things. Well, look at the contract that they landed for 10 years in Oxnard. They getting paid to even practice. We talking about practice in Oxnard. The city pays them. And we're not even talking about the real estate that they own, especially around all of those billion-dollar stadiums that they possess, right? As far as their contractors. In L.A., they own a lot of real estate. So they got money coming in, and that's just the reality. So if the Jones family is thinking about selling the Dallas Cowboys to who? And I think the value is going to be north of $19 to $20 billion. Now, if we can put a challenge for Elon Musk to buy the Cowboys, then it could be more the same. I don't know. But, hey, that could be a situation. Who else? But what we got to do with Elon is say he can't afford it and say he can't do it. Then he'll try to see if he can, right? But that could be another thing. But outside of those guys, and I know there's a lot of things that you can look at and say, well, hey, man, over there in Dubai, they got a lot of billions over there. They probably want to buy the Cowboys. It's kind of like the semi-desert anyway. They probably could do some things for the Cowboys. But I just think that the Jones family, they created a money marketing team, unbelievable wealth, whereas they kids, quadruple kids benefit from this, and they are not finna give up the golden calf, right? Or the golden cow. They're not finna give that up. But, this dude, hey, even a trash can get a steak. He may be on to something. Post me your thoughts. Post me your concerns down below. This video wasn't done on April 1st. Come on, man. I know this dude always wrong, but can he be right about this? That could be a situation tangibly. Let's go. DC for life still, one way or another. Let's get it. Peace.